Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff recently dropped a bombshell, revealing that his split with Lewis Hamilton wasn't exactly smooth sailing. In a candid interview with Sky Sports F1, Wolff described Hamilton's departure as an unfriendly divorce, shedding light on the internal chaos caused by the timing and nature of Hamilton's decision. There is a professional relationship and a personal one. But when we had signed a short-term contract, it was clear that this could happen. What hurt me was that I didn't have time to react. It all happened in one day, and when we were reflecting on the timing of the announcement, it was clear that the news had leaked by Ferrari, and that it was coming on the very day of the communication of their financial results. Wolff expressed regret over not having the opportunity to promptly inform sponsors and shareholders about Lewis Hamilton's departure and the unfolding situation. Somewhere I read a motto: play hard, forgive quickly, and apologize when you're wrong. I mean, our personal relationship has not been affected. If I put myself in his shoes, I can understand it. The team was not doing very well. It is in the last phase of its career, and everyone wants to wear a red suit with the little horse. And also financially, surely there were very favorable conditions. I understand his motivations, and I am absolutely at peace with him. Our relationship is much deeper. But we didn't divorce amicably, concluded Wolff. Back in February, Lewis Hamilton dropped a bombshell that left the Formula One world reeling. The seven-time world champion, expected to race for Mercedes until the end of 2025, announced his departure from the team. Instead of seeing out his contract, Hamilton decided to end his season early and take on a new challenge with Ferrari next year. As one of the most successful drivers in Formula One history, tied with Michael Schumacher for the most world championship titles, this was a move that no one really saw coming, even Toto Wolff. Though initially presented as a 2-year deal, Hamilton's new contract with Mercedes at the end of 2023 was actually a 1-year agreement with an option for a second. For a while now, Toto Wolff has been keeping an eye on Formula 2 star Kimi Antonelli as a potential replacement. With Wolff already losing out on a young talent Max Verstappen to Red Bull years before, he wouldn't want to miss out on an opportunity like this again. This probably made Hamilton's long-term future with Mercedes uncertain. While Wolff, Hamilton, and the Mercedes team tried to present a united front after the Ferrari announcement, the real story seemed to be far from harmonious, culminating in the 7-time world champion's exit from the team. Wolff has previously insisted that he has no regrets about Hamilton's decision to leave Mercedes. "In my life, I've no regrets because you cannot have regrets," Wolff replied when asked if he has any regrets about Hamilton leaving Mercedes. "We are adults. We take decisions. We go for it. That's the most important. We've got to finish this season on a high and provide a car that enables them to win and the team to score points in the Constructors' Championship. And it is what it is." Wolff described Hamilton's record-extending 9th British Grand Prix win at Silverstone as a little fairy tale. "It was so difficult over the last 2 years that we couldn't really find performance. We couldn't give the drivers a car that was able to go for the victories," he said. "And to make him win again, the British Grand Prix, in his last race for Mercedes here, it's almost like a little fairy tale. It's clear our relationship goes back a long time," Wolff added. "Each of us has suffered at various stages. He's been there for me, and most recently I've tried to do my contribution to his doubting at times. That's why it feels really good that he's been able to put all the negative thoughts, all the negativity aside, and come up with this performance. I think it's a weight off his shoulders." Hamilton's triumph at the British Grand Prix showcased the sudden improvement of Toto Wolff's team. Despite this success, Hamilton has been adamant that he doesn't regret his decision to leave Mercedes for Ferrari at the end of the F1 season. Just a week earlier, at the Austrian GP, Mercedes had a fantastic weekend at the Red Bull Ring, with George Russell taking the top spot and Hamilton finishing 4th. It's becoming clear that the Brackley-based team currently has superior cars to Ferrari. While many fans believe this might have caused Hamilton to reconsider his move, he has made it clear that he is content with how things are going at Mercedes and remains excited to race for Ferrari next year. "I think leaving when the chips are down would be the worst feeling for me," Hamilton admitted during a Spanish TV interview. "But leaving when the chips are up, or on their way up, and I've been a part of helping progress this car to where it is today. That's an amazing feeling, so I'm very proud of it and also excited for next year." While Mercedes' performance at the start of the campaign was concerning, the team has shown remarkable development. In the 4 races leading up to the summer shutdown, the Silver Arrows secured 3 Grand Prix victories, with 2 of those wins claimed by Hamilton. This resurgence highlighted the team's ability to overcome early setbacks and return to form, proving they remain a formidable force in the championship race. In stark contrast, Ferrari has experienced a downward spiral. The Italian constructors were at the top of their game in Monaco, with Charles Leclerc clinching victory at his home race. However, their fortunes quickly reversed, and they have since plummeted to 4th in the standings. This decline has been surprising and disappointing for a team with such high expectations at the season's start. Despite the struggles of his future team, Hamilton remained steadfast in his decision to join Ferrari. He rebuffed any talk of regret after his triumphant win at Silverstone, explaining that his return to race-winning form means he is not leaving on a low, but leaving on a high after 12 years with Mercedes. Following the Spanish Grand Prix, he made it crystal clear that his decision to move to Ferrari is final. "I have been with Mercedes since I was 13. I will always be a fan and a supporter of them. My job right now is to work as hard as I can with the crew that I have to try and move and develop the car in the right direction. Whatever course and trajectory the team is on for next year, there are things I hopefully will have been a part of, and I am proud of that. My job next year will be to start with the other team, and they are doing a great job. They have had a difficult couple of races, but let's not forget they had a race win in Monaco. I don't know what is wrong with their car and why they are in the position they are in, but it doesn't make me second-guess my decision at all." When Hamilton announced his decision to end his 11-year partnership with Mercedes, many speculated that his choice was influenced by his pre-season experience with the team's 2024 car, the W15. This speculation grew stronger when Mercedes arrived in Bahrain for the season opener with the 4th fastest car on the grid, far from their usual dominance. Despite these assumptions, there were other significant factors at play. The hype surrounding Mercedes' power unit program ahead of the 2026 engine regulation changes suggested that performance issues might not be the primary reason for Hamilton's move. Andrew Shovlin, the team's trackside engineering director, denied that the W15's weak performance was the trigger for Hamilton's switch to Ferrari. Shovlin believes that Hamilton is seeking a new chapter in his illustrious career. He confirmed that while performance concerns may have played a minor role in Hamilton's decision, the legendary driver is primarily motivated by the desire for a fresh challenge and new experiences. This insight into Hamilton's mindset highlights his continual drive for growth and excitement in the sport, even after achieving unparalleled success with Mercedes. "I think if we'd been winning championships, it would have been difficult for Lewis to say no," he explained. However, I think his biggest reasons are not necessarily ones of car performance. He clearly wants to have another chapter in his career beyond his very successful one with Mercedes. He's of an age where if he was going to do that, he would need to do it sooner rather than later. Shovlin later added, "As I said, if we were dominating a championship, I suspect it would have been difficult for him to do that. But I think a big part of Lewis is wanting to have another team and another challenge in his career. I think when someone's decided that they want to do that, it can be quite difficult to persuade them otherwise." So there you have it. Lewis Hamilton's shock move from Mercedes to Ferrari has left Toto Wolff and Mercedes facing the challenge of continuing without their star driver. Despite the upheaval, Hamilton is determined to finish strong with Mercedes this season. How big of a blow do you think Hamilton's exit will be for Mercedes next season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest F1 news.